today. Don't know if anybody's going to be watching, so you can catch the replay, I guess. I'm just using a little bit of cover up, like concealer, just to blend in a little bit. So I'm going to show you guys just something easy. Neutral colors, goes with everything. Fast. You probably don't even need to use this much concealer, but I like to put it on and then spread it out, so that's just pretty much it. I'm going to take my blender and just kind of go in there because I look kind of funny. I already primed. I used Glorious Face and Eye Primer. So I used this. And I also primed my eyes with the eye primer. So I'm all set and ready to show you everything else. So Mondays are never easy, is it? I'm behind on everything that I wanted to do today. So basically I'm just kind of patting it in, spreading it a little bit where it needs to go, and you know, for coverage and things like that. This color that I'm using is I think it's chiffon. It's chiffon. So that's pretty much how you're going to spread that around, and I'm going to just let that sit for a few minutes. Depending on how it looks when everything is done, I may put a little bit of a highlight under here, but we'll see. I didn't think to do this, so let me try and plug in. Maybe that'll kind of help see better. I don't know. We'll see. That might be too bright. There we go. Okay, so that's pretty much where we go with that. Now I'm going to use the Beachfront Bronzer, and I'm using the color Hermosa. So it's got some pretty nice colors there to choose from. So it's like a nice blend. So what I'm going to do is use my deluxe brush, and I'm going to take the side that's well, it doesn't really matter which side you use, but I'm going to use this side, and I'm just going to put it on my brush. And if you're new to eye makeup, this is a good simple way to start. So I just kind of pat it a little bit and spread it. You go up to the crease line, and it's a nice like neutral brown color. Really simple and easy to do. Just put a little bit more. This is what I love about these products, is that they're so versatile that you can use them pretty much to do anything. You can use eye makeup for your face, you can use face makeup for your eyes. It's really pretty simple. So, and that's it there. That's all you need to do. It's one color. Now what I would use, I take a little bit of the powder, which is the Mineral Concealer Powder in Fabulous. Shake it up a little bit, and I get some on the lid, And I'm just going to take my crease brush, and this is what the crease brush looks like. And I'm going to put a little bit of it on my crease brush. Just tap it. And then I'm going to use this right up under the brow bone. And it gives a nice way to blend the two colors. So you get a little bit of a highlight under the brow bone, and it just kind of blends it nice. So you could see, you know. And that's it. That's all you really need. See? I'll put a little bit more on this side because the way the lighting is, I can't tell. I just want to... Okay. So see, it blends really nice. And, you know, if you want a little bit more, you add a little bit more color. And just kind of go up with it. And like I said, these are neutral colors, simple. You can pretty much use it, you know, all year round. It's perfect for fall. I'm just closing my powder. So that's it for the eyes. Like I said, simple. I feel like I have a shine here. My skin does get oily, like in the T-zone, but I think it's just the way the lighting is. So, and that same powder you can also use as for concealer on your face. So you can do this, and it just gives you a little bit of an extra coverage, or if you want to just matte things down if you have oily skin like I do. And there, that's what you do. I'm going to leave that for a minute. I have, let's see, the cream foundation in the color Chiffon. So if you have drier skin, this is really good to use. And if you have, if you like to use the cream and you have oily skin, you can still use it. I would just go over it with the powder. So you can get the two. They come in a set. So I'm going to show you what the cream looks like when you use it. It's a little creamy, so it's really nice. And I just kind of pat it a little bit and then spread it on. And it's very light, and it gives you a really nice coverage. So really it just depends on what skin tone you have, like you know, oily, dry, and that determines what's the best foundation for you to use. So if you need help with that, figuring that out, just let me know and I can guide you in the right direction. BB cream is good also for drier skin because the BB cream is a little bit more on the moist side. But again, I use that too, and I have oily skin, so I would just use a powder to go over it. So now this is the cream. So this you would want to spread. You don't need to necessarily pat it. This is just, you know, you spread it. So, how do you like that? Looks pretty good. And it feels nice. Like I said, it's lightweight. You don't feel like you have a lot of caked on stuff. Good all year round. And then I'm going to use the powder also in the color, that one's cashmere. We don't want to use cashmere. That's darker. That's my summer color. I'm going to use it in Chiffon. And this is a pressed powder. So what you want to do is you want to take your little pad. You want to kind of rub it in a little bit. And then you want to pat. And this is pressing it into your skin. And you're not beating your skin, you're just lightly pressing it. And it just sets into your skin so that the makeup doesn't move. It's very important to use primer because that will keep it from not, clogging your pores, and it will also keep the makeup to set in place all day. So I really like the way that this looks, this color, and this style with the cream and the powder. Now, you can also use a powder puff brush with the same powder, and you just kind of swirl it in there, and then you would do the same thing. You can pat it in. It's meant to be pressed, it's not meant to be spread. So you can do it that way, just kind of showing you a different alternative, like when you're in a hurry and you just kind of gotta swoop it on and go. So that's what I do. And that's it on that. Now I'm going to go back to my bronzer. Same one. Because now that I have this, I need a little bit of definition. So I'm just going to spread my powder puff brush on that. And then what you want to do is you want to get under your chin. It kind of gives you like a nice line. So it's kind of like a contour, basically, is what you're doing. But a less complicated contour. So, and then you want to go right along the cheekbone. And for me, I have a hard time defining it because I feel like I have chubby cheeks. So, and go on the sides. And you see, it kind of gives a nice bronzed highlight look. And like I said, I just kind of go over it again like that. So, and that's it. This is really like a nice simple look. And that's it with that. Then I would take, you can also use a blusher brush for that. It's probably better because it's like a thinner and an angled brush for you to do the contour of the bronzer. So that's a good way to do it. I'm going to go ahead and do blush, and usually you put the blush on like here's the contour, and then you're going to go a little bit up further onto that. So it's going to be like your cheekbones, and and it blends in. Like you really can't see the define because I didn't do a heavy contour with that. So it was just something that I kind of learned and I'm playing with. So I'm going to use a blush, and it's the color Sweet. The mirror kind of gets in the way of the light, but look at that. That's a pretty color. It is exactly what it says. It's sweet. It's a light color. So you're going to go from the hairline, and I just pat it, and then I spread it. You can go up, from down to up, or you can, go from here down. I usually just kind of start here because I want the more color up here, not here, because I don't want to look like a chipmunk. But that's how I do it. So I'm going to put a little bit here and do the same. And then I spread. And again, the nice thing with with all of the makeup, with this blush, is that you can also use this blush on your eyes as eyeshadow. You can use it on your lips as a matte lip. Very versatile. Love this stuff for that reason. Now, I'm going to do palette number 1, eyeshadow palette number 1 with all the browns, because I want to have a defined eyeliner. And I don't want to use, I'm just capping some of my stuff here, I don't want to use an eye pencil. I want to use a soft powder, and you'll see how it looks. It comes out really, really nice. And this is really a quick look if you are on the go in the morning or afternoon or whatever time you get started. And it's simple. So for this, I'm going to use my liner shader brush, and I'm going to use this part of the brush because it's a nice line. And I have a cup of water. I'm going to dip it in because you want to get the brush a little wet. You don't want it soaked, so after you dip it, you're going to pat it a little bit on a paper towel or whatever. And I'm going to use, I think I want to use the color Chipper because it's a lighter brown. So it's that one. I don't want the dark one because I'm fairly dark. You know, my eyeshadow, my eyebrows, my eyelashes. What happens is that it tends to look black, and I don't want it to really look black. I just want it to look, you know, nice. So, okay, so I have the brown on there, and I'm going to go like this. And look at how easy this is. I am not good with the top, especially with eyeliner. Forget that. So this is a nice alternative for me. Because I feel like you really can't screw it up too much. And it just gives a little bit extra, you know, just a little bit, and you can make the line bigger if you want it, you know, a little bit thicker. That's up to you. And that's how I do it. And I'll do this side. I really enjoy this this look because it's easy. And to do this technique with the eyeshadow, using eyeshadow as an eyeliner, that's like really, can't get any easier than that. With the pencil, sometimes it's too hard to get a defined line for me, and I don't like the liquid, but that's just, you know. I mean, you can go with it and make a wing, you know, that's up to you. I'm also going to use it on my bottom because I can't, I feel like without anything on the bottom, I look, you know, weird. So I'm going to put some here. And it's just a little light, so it gives me a little something. And that's it. And you can literally, sometimes I try and connect. You don't have to, but. And when you, eyelash got all curled. When you wet the brush, it gives it a brighter look. So that's what you want to do. You want to make sure you wet it. You can use rose water to wet it. You can use just regular water. I use regular water. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to leave my my lips for last because I'm going to talk a little bit about that. And like I said, this look is quick, and with me talking, it obviously is taking longer, but normally it would not take this long. So I'm going to do my eyebrows because that's the most fun. Let's see, trying to get the lighting right for me. I have like really bad lighting in my house, in the spot that I'm at, and other than going outside, I don't know how else to fix it. So I gotta try and play around with things. I just color it in a little bit, you know. Then I take this side and I just comb it. And that's pretty much it. I love this brush. If nobody has this, you need to get it. It's fairly cheap. I think it's $19. So, and it has the, you know, it's both sides. I mean, it's so cool. And it lasts. Like, it's lasted me a long time. I still have plenty to use. Same thing with the gel. So now I take my gel and just kind of go over it to set it. And that's it for that. Really quick, really simple. Like I said, 1, 2, 3. I don't dwell on that stuff. Okay, so I'll do my eyelashes. And a good tip for your wand is to wash the wand in warm water. Just rinse it under some warm water, and it keeps it fresh, and it could literally last you a long time, longer than normal. As long as your brush is in good, you know, your wand is in good condition, the brush, it's like a, you know, taking care of your regular brushes. If it's in good condition. And then with the fibers, you can also, to keep that set, is to run the tube under warm water, because it breaks up the fibers so that they don't all get stuck at the bottom. So I know probably some of you have seen a lot of my more dramatic looks lately, with biker kind of looks, you know, because I'm all into that right now, where I ride with my husband, and so I always joke around and say I'm gonna look like a biker chick, and you know. So I'm not gonna put fibers on my bottom. Then I'm gonna go over again and seal the fibers in. So yeah, so today I wanted to show you this quick fall look because it's pretty, it's simple, it's different. You can literally do things with less, the less you have. See, it looked like there was something in my eye, but it's the lighting. And there isn't. I don't feel it, but it just looked at. So, and that's it. That's what I would do. I will probably do another video on some more dramatic looks for those who like the dramatic. And you can do a dramatic look with these colors. I would just go with the, not only the bronzer, but I would go with also palette number 1, because there's a lot of stuff in here that you can mix with. Even this one, see, look, they have Elated, which is this one, and then this one is Sincere. So if you wanted to add a little flair to this, you can take a little bit of Sincere, because that's got a little shimmer to it, and you just kind of put it up here under the brow, and it gives you a little bit of a nice highlight. It's like a golden, color. I love mixing different things, the cream shadows, with the palettes, and it's all just works out really, really good. So that is the look. Now, when you go with the lighter eye, I got my hair on my face here. When you go with the lighter eye, usually, I'm just grabbing something. Usually you would go with maybe a darker lip. I don't have a red lip liner, but that would probably work good. I think I might do, let me see what colors I have here. That's Shy. I wanted to do a lip stain, maybe a darker lip stain. How about Sultry? It's a darker red, so that would go really nice. So that's what it looks like. Well, no, maybe not. I think that's purple. Let me see. What do you think? That looks kind of purple, right? I don't know. I think that looks purple. I don't want to do purple. Well, I love purple, but I don't want to do the purple. Actually, this one is a purple too. That is a pretty one. I got Sappy. I have Skittish. Saucy. I'll do Saucy. How about that one? That one I think is like a nice red. And you can line your lips. If you have a nice, red that matches. Well, shoot, really, you can line it in white if you want. You can do anything you want because there's no makeup, please. And with the lip stains, they're buildable. So if you want it darker, or you just add another coat. And these go on wet, but they do dry and they will last all day, even with eating and drinking. I cannot wait for the new Splash. It came out and I ordered mine. So it's going to be fun to use because I got some blue. I got a blue one. It's going to be interesting. You're going to watch and see me use it. I will show it for you guys. So yeah, I don't have a good lip liner to put with this, but that's okay. It's good the way it is. And when it dries, if you feel like it's too much matte, like of the matte color, you can add a lip gloss, a clear one. You can add a lip bonbon to it. Let's see, I have lip gloss. I can add Lethal. That's a pretty color. So I can mix. But you gotta wait for this to dry first, because if you put too much on, you want to put this on with nothing, because otherwise it'll just come right off. But once it's on and it's set and dry, it's not gonna move for quite a while. Look at the gloss it makes. So if you like that look, by all means, use it. I'm just looking for my brush that I just had. Don't you love it when you had something and then you know, it got moved and you're like, okay, it was right there. I don't know what I did with it. Some days I'm really like just losing my mind. No, that's the cream shadow brush. I don't want that brush. Well, I'm just going to use this one. And you could literally just go over and clean it up. You can use a Q-tip, you can use whatever. You can mix colors. See, I feel like this side is just not right. I don't know. I'm looking at it all with this mirror. I mean, with the phone, I can't tell. I don't know, maybe that's better. It's the lighting too. Let's see. Better? Anyway, so that's what you would do. You would want a little bit of a brighter lip with the softer colors. Oh yeah, let me show you if you want to do like a little bit of a highlighter, what you can do. I'm just moving my stuff out of the way so that I can show you. Okay, so I have a lighter color concealer and it's called Velour. So to me, it's very like white, pasty to me. I just take a little bit on my pinkies and I pat them together and just dab. So if you want to have that little bit of just a brightness under your eye, you are more than welcome to do that with a lighter color. So that's how that goes. So, and then you just make sure that you pat it in, you know, and it's really up to you how you do it, you know. I don't like to get too close under my eyes here because then it starts to look pasty, dry, you know. And sometimes what I'll do also, like after I do this, if I feel like it is dry, I'll take a little bit of moisturizer and do the same thing and just kind of pat it in, and it gives it that little extra moisture that you might need in that area so that it doesn't look dry. So, alright, well, I will post pictures of the final look. So if you like this look, I left the web address in the comments, or actually in the title, so you know where to shop if there's anything here that you want. If you need any help with the colors, picking out colors, contact me and I'll help you with that. And hopefully I'll be back soon and I'll show you some more stuff. So I'll see you then. Thanks. Thanks for watching.